Have you ever noticed how the world seems to reflect your mood? When you're angry, everyone feels aggressive. When you're insecure, people seem critical. When you're full of shame, the world suddenly looks like a courtroom, and everyone's a judge. But what if this isn't just psychology? What if your inner conflict is not just affecting you, but is actually projecting outward, subtly shaping your reality? In today's video, we're diving into the mirror of conflict, how the unresolved wars within us paint the people, places, and events that we experience, and how transforming the battlefield within changes the entire terrain of your life. There's a saying in mysticism, as within, so without. But few people realize just how literal that can be. Inner conflict, whether it's guilt, self-hatred, resentment, fear, or shame, doesn't just stay locked away in your chest. It colors how you see, how you hear, and how you interpret the world around you. Even more, it invites outer circumstances to match that inner war. In spiritual psychology, this is known as projection. In esoteric terms, it's resonance. Like attracts like. And in metaphysics, it's considered one of the great laws of manifestation. The inner world organizes the outer experience. So what happens when we don't resolve the fight inside? The answer? It gets louder, outside. Today, we'll explore 7 key layers of how inner conflict manifests in the outer world, so you can begin the sacred work of resolution and inner peace. Every relationship, every conversation, every moment of tension is a mirror. People don't see you. They see a projection of their own world. And you don't see them. You see what you're carrying inside. When you carry unresolved pain, you project it onto neutral events. That person didn't ignore you. Your abandonment wound made it feel like rejection. That comment wasn't an attack. Your shame filter made it sound like criticism. The mirror principle is this. Your perception of others is often a reflection of your relationship with yourself. So begin to ask yourself, what am I really reacting to? What inside of me is being touched? If you are harsh with yourself internally, judgmental, critical, punishing, you will believe that the world is the same. You'll interpret neutral glances as judgment. You'll hear feedback as failure. You'll expect to be condemned. Why? Because the inner judge has become the lens through which you see life. And once you believe in that courtroom, the entire world becomes a trial. Here's the truth. When the war is within, peace outside will never feel safe. Forgiveness isn't just spiritual fluff. It's how you disarm the inner judge, so you can finally walk through life without needing a defense. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the parts of yourself that you reject, suppress, or can't accept. But the shadow doesn't disappear. It hides in your blind spots and then gets projected onto others. The selfishness you disown in yourself, you'll see it in everyone else. The anger that you suppress, you'll be surrounded by toxic people. The fear that you deny, your world will feel unsafe. The shadow always seeks a host in your outer world. It wants to be seen. And until you bring it into conscious awareness, your life will keep offering people to carry it for you. So when you find yourself reacting strongly, ask yourself, what part of me is this showing? Relationships, especially the close ones, are fertile ground for projections. Your unresolved childhood wounds, unmet needs, and buried emotions echo in your partnerships. The partner who abandons you may simply mirror your own fear of being alone. The friend who controls you may reflect your suppressed desire to lead. The boss who belittles you might echo your inner voice that says you're not good enough. These emotional echoes repeat until you heal the original source. There's a sacred question in spiritual healing. Is this pain about them, or is it about me? Healing begins when you stop reacting outward and start reflecting inward. When we carry conflict inside, the whole world becomes a war zone. The news feels threatening. Strangers feel hostile. Life feels unsafe. But often, that's because you feel unsafe inside. Trauma teaches us to expect attack, betrayal, or abandonment. And so we see the world not as it is, but through the lens of our past wounds. This is why inner peace isn't just personal. It's spiritual power. Because when your inner world becomes still, the battlefield quiets. A peaceful heart stops the war not by winning, but by dissolving the need to fight. Your energy precedes your words. It enters a room before you do, and it calls in people and experiences that match it. When you're in conflict within, you vibrate at that frequency. And the universe, neutral and intelligent, it echoes it back. People unconsciously respond to your state of being. This isn't punishment. It's just information. The moment you shift inward, the outer begins to realign. So when chaos follows you, look at what's vibrating beneath the surface. When peace surrounds you, know that you've become peace. So how do we heal this inner war? Step 1. Awareness. You cannot change what you don't see. Step 2. Compassion. Stop judging the parts of you that are wounded. They need your presence, not your judgment. Step 3. Integration. Let your shadow speak. Sit with it. Ask it what it needs. Step 4. Expression. Write. Speak. Move your energy. Let your truth be heard. Step 5. Spiritual practice. Meditation, prayer, or breath work. Anything that reconnects you to the observer, not just the thinker. You are not your pain. You are the one witnessing it. When you reclaim your inner wholeness, the outer world becomes less reactive and more reflective of your peace. The world is not happening to you. It's often happening through you. The chaos, the triggers, the relationships. They're just messengers, not punishment. And when you learn to listen within, everything begins to change. So, what conflict are you projecting outward? And what would happen if instead of fighting, you chose to listen? If this video opens something inside of you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message. And let me know in the comments below, what part of yourself are you ready to reclaim? Stay grounded, stay open, and remember, the world you see is the echo of the self you meet. Thank you for watching. Until next time.